resistance zone yet, and a halfway decent pullback wouldn't hurt my feelings. Starting to push up there, though. Kind of that brick top bear bar at 343.25. That's going to be a zone of interest for sure. Zone of resistance a little bit further back. Still looking for the 32s from the seller's perspective, but there's a decent amount of sell side resistance coming in here. Nice pop to the upside. Showing some serious resistance here at the 27 quarters. I'd like to see if maybe the buyers can get a little bit of a dip back into the 750s or even a little bit lower. That's going to be the zone that buyers are going to want to try to pick up, and if they fail, that's where things start rolling over a little bit more. Obviously, the sell side looks a little bit nicer. Nice little flush back. So the sell side zone of resistance is showing up. Really wanted to see 43, 44, but see if we can see some more buy failures for sellers to press back down on. Still kind of dealing with rising support. Bulls are starting to lose their grip a little bit up here. Sellers showing some pretty good strength. We're dipping back into where the buyers are going to try to defend. Now, I like the sell side, so I'm going to be waiting for a reason to sell, but the buyers are obviously still interested. This might end up just being a lower high trap. Ooh, that is a big, heavy bear bar. Seeing the sellers follow through, not very good. Sellers are really trying to take over. So this dip area, the buyers are continuing to defend it. They're not really letting it go. Got to see the sellers fight through this. Big support zone in the 750s. That's a really nice bear bar to try to get the job done. I'd like to see if they can back up a little bit. Looking for a short on that quick pop. And see if they can kind of rotate back down again. Pretty heavy bull bar. Sellers see if they're able to show back up to the party. pretty good continuation bull bar to the upside. See if sellers can take it back again. Jeez. Bears with a decent push so far. If they can follow through, then there's a good chance that we can see that blow off through to 300s again. There we go. Nice target out there. Next area of interest, if the market's going to continue falling into these 94.75s, then you've got the 85.50s. A little bit further, there is always the low closes at 68.50 as well. Nice flush down. Sellers showing pretty good resistance so far. See if we can get a little zone of resistance in here. It's tough to want to be a seller down here if the buyers are coming in charged this much, but as soon as they show up, it's gone. Sellers pushing down again for another nice, pretty good move here through the 300s. Still seeing more overextension to the downside, pressing through to the next area. And if they can get a quick little pop up into that, into the 93.50s, there might be a zone of interest. See if the volatility wants to continue to the downside. Okay. Zone of resistance is... Wow, they popped up to that fast. All right, looking for a short on this move higher here, starting to press into the next area. Downside objectives, unless they don't start pushing down soon, might have to jump. A little bit more downside momentum. First targets, I'm looking in like the 90s. Buyers are pressing back up a little bit. If sellers can't take it soon, then I'm not going to want it too much. Nice bear bar down. Might still try to go. Ugh. Let's see if I can drop one of them here. Look for the next follow through below 94.75. Oh, of course. God forbid. Tried hitting the bid. No fill. I'm going to jump out there. That one didn't slide the way that I wanted it to. That got messy. Blech. They might offer up another way to try to find... Yeah, it's just getting kind of gross here. If the sellers were going to follow through, why didn't they follow through? This might just be a trap before another dive, though. There's a lot of wicks going on here. Yeah. Now a double bottom. Oh, that's a really big bull bar. Is there a sound problem? I can see that the resolution is messed up, so I've got to figure out why that's not showing up the right way. There's a few kinks, but for the first shot, I don't know, I guess it's not too bad. It's hard to ignore the volatility. Sellers trying to push down again, but man, they're running into a brick wall down here in the 85.50s. They might just scream through it here. There's a lot of consolidation. Sellers should take it. I mean, that's a heavy bear bar. Just got to work through a little bit of the support. Bad bear close isn't going to be so great. They still haven't even made it down to the low closes. More wicks. Pretty weak bull bar. If sellers can take it back with a halfway decent bear bar, they might be able to get another drive. Never mind. Sheesh. Still seems to be over and over and over again. Lower high, lower high, lower high. What if I kick the sound up a little bit? Is it easier to hear now? Yeah, perfect timing for the dog to chime in. Or did I just blow everyone's eardrums out? I hear you perfect. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm still trying to... It's the first time I've gotten the stream going in a long time, so I'm just trying to make sure all the settings are right. And they're totally not. The resolution's messed up. But we're getting there. Nice little trap on the top there. There's a ton of resistance up here at 307. That's a pop into it. Now, that's a statement. See if the sellers want to defend. We know there's a brick wall up here in the 307s. Oh, they still held it. It's almost starting to look like a cup for the cup and handle. Bullish breakaway momentum. Big statement bar from the bulls. Upside, we're probably not going to start seeing resistance until the sellers get into like the 25s now. And even then, why, if you're going to worry about the 25s, why not just wait until the 30s, where the bigger resistance is? The 5-minute on the RTH, that doesn't look great. I mean, if sellers were going to take it, they should have taken it. This has been pretty disappointing from the seller's perspective. Well, unless they sold way up in the 500s. But the follow-through after the initial drop, not much. Bulls trying to pop it back up again. Now, they were able to work through the resistance at 307. Pulled back to it and used it kind of as support. It only went down to 9. dog's bugging out about. Buy! That's what it is. Back up into that resistance zone. Testing it again. Sellers so far showing back up to the party with some pretty heavy selling there. Span this forward a little bit further here. Big bear bar here could be seen as a little bit of a statement too. Sellers holding the market down, popping back off of that resistance zone again. There's a lot of things that are getting interesting here. Man, that is a giant bull bar. Now, the big question that's going to raise is what's the follow-through? The follow-through is terrible. So buyers tried to make a statement there, and that was a really bad response. Some sellers will begin initiating shorts just off of that, off of 25s. Would rather see maybe, I mean, we've got the lower high. A lower low would be nice. A little bit more confirmation. That's why I like waiting for a little more confirmation. Big bull bar up. Buyers may try to get a breakout move going up on this. If they fail, that's a huge clue. So this should represent a big bull bar after that, and that wasn't very good follow through. So if buyers don't start getting some movement back up, they may even be trying to get out at break even if it pops higher. They haven't even had a chance to yet. Buyers might be feeling a little bit stuck up here. Here come the stops. Give it a couple more minutes and I'll probably wrap it up. I just saw some nice volatility in the afternoon. The chat room everyone's telling me to wake up like, hey. Figured I'd try a live stream real quick. Getting pressured down. Buyers still potentially stuck at the highs. The highest point of entry buyers may have gotten in at is 34.25. So with 34.25 kind of hanging out up there, that might be a big break-even point. Now, if it just rushes through 34.25, then it could be these buyers on bar 72 trying to kick the market higher. That's a pretty strong bull bar there. And it's a higher low. So swing longs are definitely going to be trying to come in on that. Sellers better push back soon. Uh-oh. That's not good for them. Because realistically, bar 70, a lot of sellers will have sold inside there. Selling below 70, got barely any follow-through on and then 72. Just railroads it all the way back up again. So, I mean, there's probably a lot of shorts that are stuck down here. Sub 300s, just hoping it comes back. All right, well, overall, just wanted to do a quick little 20-30 minute our trading session. Got a couple decent scalp setups, but yeah, not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. So if you guys like this, make sure to drop a comment or something below. I don't even know what to say. Just let me know, and I'll try to maybe fit more of these in the afternoons if they're working well in terms of volume and if the markets are actually moving. But otherwise, I hope you had a great afternoon. Hopefully, you had a great trading day overall. And yeah, we will see you all in the next one. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, enjoy. Have a good one. We'll talk.